Hey guys, my name's Charlie Wackley. I'm a Scientologist. I'm super passionate about personal and spiritual development, and I'm doing these videos to help you reach your full potential. Today our special guest speaker is none other than legendary long-term Scientologist Lorraine Bolger, and she's going to be talking about the chapter, The Fundamentals of Public Relations from the Scientology Handbook. So please enjoy the video. If you like what we're doing here, hit subscribe, leave us a comment. Love you guys. Here she is.
Hi, good evening everyone. My name's Lorraine Bolger. I have been involved in this spiritual technology of Scientology for 50 years. It's a lot of experience. It's a lot of knowledge. I have studied the subject a lot, and I've had an incredible time, a lot of fun. I have met the most interesting people, all different walks of life, different religions, different faiths, and it has been a fantastic journey. Okay, so welcome to sunny Sussex countryside, and the topic tonight is 2 fundamentals to improve relationships with others. Very appropriate for today's wild scenario that we're all living through, and I hope this helps improve your relationships with others. This course, by the way, is free online, and we'll put the link after the talk. Let's get going. L. Ron Hubbard says, there is another basic rule in public relations that is often not noticed or given enough attention. But when you apply it correctly, you can be successful in dealing with others. Man worked out that the way to smooth out human relations was the use of good manners. Good manners will not only heal and repair difficult times between people, but it also really does improve relationships. Even the most primitive cultures, meaning people who live in the most simplest ways without modern machines, still have highly developed ways on how they treat another. They follow and use their accepted ways of acting, rules or traditions between people, between different tribes, and even in their relationships with people from different countries and different cultures. Everywhere through the world, no matter what country or area that people are from, they strongly disapprove of bad manners. We're going to take a look at what exactly that is. It is not just how you use your knife and fork, or if you drink your tea with your finger out. Okay, to have good manners, there are 2 things which you must do. Let's see how they apply and can be used in everyday life, but right now, more importantly, in this day and age of social isolation and lockdown. Number 1, give importance to the other person. That's Mr. Hubbard. Let's really take a deeper look at the definition of importance. And this is from the dictionary. The state or fact of being significant, or great significance or value, worthy of note. From the medieval Latin, importantum. Okay, so to give importance to the other person, to give great significance or value. Let's have a look at our day-to-day living. Maybe some of you feel of little value now that your game has gone, your everyday life, your livelihood has been ripped like a carpet from under your feet. Maybe you were just coping with living in a 2-bedroom, 1-bedroom, 5-bedroom apartment 24/7 with your spouse, your family, your grandparents. Maybe you haven't figured out a new game and a new value. Well, each and every one of you is of great value and thus is important. Let's have a look at some examples here of giving importance to someone or something. First of all, listen to what someone has to say and taking care to understand them. Very applicable right now in the 24/7 of our lives. I know how good I feel when I talk to someone and I know they listened, but even more importantly, I know they understood. How good do you feel? I feel valued. My thoughts, ideas, feelings, whatever, I feel valued. I feel worth something. Even if it's just with the shopkeeper smiling at me and telling me how young I look today. Actually, that makes me feel very valued. I'm sure you can all recall a time you knew someone who really understood you. Wow, how good did you feel? King of the mountain, queen of the mountain, they got you. That's friendship. That's good relationships. Now, if someone doesn't value you and they can't be bothered to listen, you know that they don't get you. We all want to be gotten, so to speak. But basically, being gotten is just having someone value you, listen to you, grant you your worth, breathe life into you, make you important. Okay, you don't feel valued or important if they don't look you in the eye, if they're walking off or busy doing something else. That's just one example of how you can apply this to the current crazy situation of being on lockdown. Some more examples of giving importance. Be polite. Refrain from needless criticism. Who likes to be criticized? Not me. I'm definitely not perfect. Way from it. But if people criticize me needlessly, I don't feel valued. I feel worth less, not worth more. I deserve to be worth more. So do the people in your family. You can make someone feel important and give them value by admiring them. Let's have a look at the definition of admire. To wonder and pleasure, a feeling of respect and approval. From the old French, admirer, wonder, astonishment. We all love that one. Well, I know I do. I do a good job and receive admiration. I'm like a peacock ruffling my feathers. Showing affinity or affection, respecting someone, letting them be who they are. I think we've given quite a few examples of giving importance, but there are many, many more. And if you look at your life right now, have a look and see if you've really given importance to your husband, to your wife, to your children, to your grandparents, to the lodgers, to whoever it is that you meet right now when we're all going through this very strange, almost science fiction-like experience. Mr. Hubbard continues, being arrogant, acting as if you were more important or better than another, and using force might achieve control over someone, but it will never gain acceptance or respect. For example, if you ignored the security guard at a business and treated him as if he wasn't important, while you're there to meet with the boss. Now, I'm sure we've all done that, looked down at someone because they weren't Mr. Big or they weren't going to give you something. Well, if you were there to meet with the boss, it would probably turn out bad for you because after all, who do you think the boss talks to every day? That's right, the security guard. You have to